So I drank 5 beers last night. I was pretty drunk. I haven't been drunk in years. Let's just say I had to blow off a bit of steam. I had a theory after watching this really silly movie, but it's got the best intro ever. All you need to watch is probably the first, I don't know, maybe it's 10 minutes of the movie to understand what the whole movie's going to be about. The rest is pretty silly. I don't think I made it very far. The movie's called Idiosyncrasy, I think, and it's about how all the conscious and strong-willed and intelligent people kept putting off having children because they can see the patterns of the future and they knew, things were only going to get a lot harder, and so they like um, mice in Australia, when they have a bumper crop year, there's way more mice, right? And it's with humans, it's psychological. So it's if we psychologically think that there's not going to be bumper crop harvests in the future, then we choose not to have children. So instead of how that movie went, where we just devolved into these really dumb people and there was no smart people left besides like a couple, I had a theory that we were going to have a split in evolution. That that we'll have a lot of really intelligent people, and really I don't like using the word dumb, but let's say anti-intelligent. And these people that are on the now that I see what's happening with the mark of the beast and all the people that are choosing cognitive dissonance over looking at the truth, I see that theory coming true as we speak. Instead of people admitting to themselves that they've been tricked, they're just going along with it, which is, to me, is going to be a descension in intellectual understanding and spiritual understanding. And then I see there's a lot of people talking about this ascension movement. It's it's kind of a spiritual movement. To me, they seem a bit too passive. I think we need paternal protectors in every movement, or else they can become the dark mother very quickly. But no, I do feel a lot of truth in a lot of ascension. What I've heard from people about ascension, I feel what they're saying, and it just seems intuitively true. And now that I'm seeing myself, let's say, ascend to a higher consciousness, I see the people that are in my life are having troubles understanding me. And in the ascension, I've heard people talking about it, and they're like, well, there's going to be a lot of people losing relationships because they realize that they don't fit anymore with each other. And I see that happen like crazy because, the world is full of trauma. And when you make people traumatic, and how they do that is in the first 5 years of life, and then you're literally creating waves that go through your entire life, And what you do is you teach parents to not like each other and to fight with each other, and then it's passed on to the children, this trauma, and then they go into the world looking for either somebody that's like their father or like their mother, because they never had a true father or a mother. But when these people do ascend to their higher consciousnesses, they're going to realize that they needed to be with the person that's like mother for a while, But now that they're past their trauma, it's the polarities may start to flip. When people have Kundalini awakenings or ascended consciousness experiences, it changes them. And if people want to stay at a higher ascension consciousness, you have to be very careful with who you let in your life. Even the people you think that love you the most, and they love you the most. However, they're family members and people close to you unconsciously kill with kindness. It's the Dark Mother, you know? They want you to stay down with them so they don't lose you. Well, to me, I'm not going to judge them because I understand people want to keep people in their life and they're not consciously doing this. At least I hope not. However, I realize now is that you do have to, if people are pulling you down, they don't let you stay at the consciousness you are because they pathologize you for, instead of admitting they don't understand you, then you literally have to balance your compassion with self-preservation. So, self-preservation would be the paternal protector, and the maternal protector would be the compassion, unlimited compassion, always. But remember, when a child falls on the ground and the mother runs over, all worried, compassionately worried, what does that do to the child? So we need to understand virtue and compassion better in our society because we're unconsciously hurting each other. And if you have people in your life that are trying to pull you down, unconditionally love them. And that's the maternal. But protect yourself and keep your distance. And that is your paternal protector. You let something that you love go, it'll come back to you if it's meant to be. If it's not, they likely have a path that you may have been keeping them from. Vice versa. Much love.